Hey guys, it's Steve coming at you with a quick update. I know it's been a while and I promised that hack, but my tank experienced some cloudy water due to the salt I was using. So it took a couple days for that to clear up, and I was trying to figure out if it was an algae bloom or a bacteria bloom, and it turned out it was none of that. The salt that I was using, something went on with the calcium, so I had to do a couple big water changes to get the water to be as clear as it is now. I still have to do another water change to clear the water up a little bit more. And I tried everything. I added filter floss, I new carbon, everything, and it just wouldn't clear up until I went through. I had to vacuum my sand like a million times. I had to just go through everything, wash all the equipment off, and so I mean it was just I called the manufacturer of the salt company. They said it can happen depending on like the weather, I guess, and where it's stored. I stored it in my closet in a dark place and it's dry there. But the weather been down here in North Carolina has been a little bit crazy. It's been hot, like 80s some days, nice and dry, and then we've had rain where it's been down in the 60s again. So I figured that could, it could happen. I'm not really upset about it. It didn't really hurt any of the corals or the fish, and as you can see, they're all doing fine. I'm going to show you around the tank, and I added a couple pieces of coral, and I made some modifications to the sump. I'll show you that little hack that I was talking about. But besides that, the tank's doing okay now. It's doing, a lot better than it was a couple days ago. Just wanted to, let you guys know that I'm still here, and I'm going to show you guys around the tank, show you how the fish are doing. As you can see, the nori strips in there, and the mimic tang's eating on that. You can see all the, the two little clownfish. All my chromies are doing good. You can see my little firefish still in the middle of the tank. I'll show you the new piece of coral I got. It's called a cabbage leather. You can't really see it too great with the lights, and like I said, the water being a little cloudy still, but it's got like these purple edges with this nice green center. It's just really, really pretty, especially for a leather. I picked up some acans, and I moved the war coral down to this spot to see if he'd do better. I pulled him off his plug. He hasn't really been moving or encrusting, but down here he seems to be like balling up now, so he seems to be doing better. I also moved the candy cane corals because they were not doing good over here. I just think they weren't getting enough light. Like I said, I still have to pick up another light. They seem to do a lot better here now. At least two of them are opening. Three of them are kind of open. It used to be only one. I picked up another little mushroom. Put him there. As you can see now, you can definitely see I call this a Mickey Mouse coral, but you can see the polyps have definitely expanded, and they're looking pretty good. There's the mimic tang. The zoas are definitely moving and growing, which is really nice. You can see my Duncan, my new Duncan. He's doing fantastic. He's grown at least 2 heads since I've gotten him. He's doing really good there. And then the mushroom garden. I'm not sure if that mushroom's starting to split or what's going on, but he's been a little smaller the last couple days, and I noticed that little white mark. So I don't know if he's getting picked on by a crab or if maybe he's starting to split and turn into 2. That'd be fantastic. The torch coral's doing great as usual. I moved the gold torch up there next to the gold hammer next to the other neon green hammer. Seems to be doing better there. The frog spawns are doing okay. They didn't really like what happened with the water, but they're starting to bounce back and they opened back up, so that's good. But besides that, all the fish are doing good. As you can see, I've been really turning over the sand quite a bit. But that's really about it with the the tank and the corals. We move to the sump now, and so this hack that I did, I wanted to tell you guys about. See if I can get you up in here. See, it looks like there's filter floss there, but there's actually filter floss, and then there's just a sponge. I have the filter floss now to help clear up the tank, but you see these things? These are water containers for like hamsters and ferrets and stuff. I had 2 of them laying around so I could do a test fit. Then I went and bought 2 brand new ones. All I did is I bought these. I chopped the top off of them with just a regular, like a little saw that we had laying around, and then I drilled a hole in the bottom and then a bunch of holes on that side, and I just stuffed them with a sponge. So now all I gotta do is either take the sponge out and clean the sponge out, which is a lot easier to clean than filter socks, or I can stuff that full thing with like a type of media, either carbon or whatever I want to stuff it with. I've stuffed it with nothing but filter floss to polish the water out really well, and it works really good. Then with the filter floss, you stuff it with that, it doesn't overflow or anything like that, and you just throw it away when you're done. The only thing you do have to worry about is, like, I have these filter floss caps on top of it right now to filter the water out. They'll get clogged up with like you can kind of see it down in there. See how dirty that is? These are just being in here probably a little bit overnight, so I'm gonna be taking those out and replacing those to keep polishing the water. But they'll clog up, and then you'll get your overflow through the side there, and it'll just flow over. Sorry for all the mess. This media reactor kind of splatters on there. You can see the skimmate is kind of yellow, pea green. I need to adjust that. It's running a little wet right now. But besides that, it's it. But really, I mean, that hack is so easy because you don't have to run the filter bags. I mean, because I know Redseas have the issue with, you can only buy their filter socks to fit in there. Well, all you have to do really is take an old filter sock, chop the bag off of it, and keep the plastic part, and then you buy the little water containers or whatever container you can find that actually fits in there. Just take it into Walmart or the dollar store or any place. I picked mine up, like I said, for $1 at the dollar store. Chop the tops off, drill a couple holes in them, and then you have a media basket, and you don't have to worry about using filter socks anymore. So if you hate filter socks like I do, there's a guy called rottertubereef. He kind of gave me the idea, but with these systems you can't use those on this. So like I said, I made my own little version. So credit goes to rottertubereef. I don't know if you'll see this video or if any of you guys watch his videos, but if you want to tag him in it, you can. Just a big thanks to give me the idea. It's a shame that they wouldn't fit. But other than that, I mean, everything's been doing good. The tank's, clearing out pretty nice. If you would have seen it yesterday, it looked like I just added new sand in it. It was ridiculous. But like I said, got a hold of the salt people, and that was the issue. It just wasn't materializing. And it's not like I didn't let it mix. I let it mix overnight for 24 hours. I use RODI water. It's a premium salt, and it just gunked up for some reason. We couldn't figure it out. I thought, like I said, I freaked out at first. I thought it was bacteria bloom or an algae bloom, but I realized after doing the research it wasn't. I called a couple friends, and they said that they've had the same issue with other salts before, so give it a try. So mixed up a new batch, cleaned out all my equipment really, really well, and just ran it through a filter as I was filling it back into the tank. I just put it into a sponge and let it fill back up, and the water cleared up a ton better. So if any of you guys are having that problem, there you go. There's a solution. If you want to try the hack, like I said, it literally, because you already have the filter socks, I use the stock socks that came with it. I cut those off. Literally, you can go to the dollar store, pick up 2 of these for $2, and then pick up some sponge at the hobby store. Or if you have, filter floss or some filter mat type of thing, you can roll up and put in there. Literally, it's so easy to do, and it's so cost effective that I don't see why you don't do it. Because I mean, it costs you $11 per bag for the Redsea's filter bags. And I mean, that's not cheap. You need to have 2 of them for the Redsea reefers, the 250s and up. So in my opinion, I just wasn't willing to go out and buy $500 worth of filter socks just to make a load of laundry. So I figured I'd put some sponges in. I wash the sponges out when I do my water change in dirty water, and it's all good. It clears up. It catches all the big detritus that it needs to catch, and my protein skimmer handles the rest. And then there's that extra sponge in case it doesn't get some of the bigger particles. It still doesn't get past it. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, it just, instead of washing filter socks, I mean, you're cleaning out sponges, but in my opinion, sponges take far less time than filter socks do. And they're way easier just to maintain and way cheaper to buy. So that's my little hack. Maybe when I do the water change, I'll pull it out and I'll do another quick video just how I change everything and what it looks like. It's extremely simple. There's just a big hole in the bottom, I drill a bunch of holes on the side, and I stuff a sponge in there, and that's it. So besides that, the tank's doing well. Now that the tank's rebounding, I'm gonna give it a couple weeks to let it clear out some more, and we'll probably be picking up some more corals. I told you, like I said, I'm gonna make this a euphyllia garden over here, and I'm gonna make that the torch garden. I seen this beautiful, beautiful gold torch at my local fish store, and it's an Australian gold torch, and I want it so bad. So he's probably gonna come home with me, and he's gonna go right on this side next to this torch coral, and I'll probably pick up some either more zoas or maybe something interesting. Depends what they have. If you guys have any suggestions on like what type of corals I should put over here in this rock or on that rock, let me know. Keep in mind that I only have 1 light on it right now, so it's not like a highlight tank, so I can't use any SPS really. I do plan on picking up another one of these, and we'll go from there. All All right, well, that's the update. Wasn't so quick. I know 10 minutes. But see you guys next time.